Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is part 4 of our Doofus Longears walkthrough, and hopefully the finale. We had to stop in the middle of the expert levels because it was getting too long. So we're continuing from this point. So without further ado, part 4 of our Doofus Longears walkthrough. Watch out for the last lap. I don't remember this level being as difficult as the previous and next ones in this compilation. As we can see here, this level consists of merely floating islands with gems and power-ups on them. The most ideal power-up for this situation would be the gravity modifier. To get through this, we would need to jump into this platform, grab a super jump, and then jump into that platform. Up above is a platform with a gravity modifier. We use the super jump, grab the gem, and grab the gravity modifier. And then we use it to grab the gems that are in midair. Apparently I was wrong when I said that there were gems on platforms. As it turns out, there was only one gem on a platform and two others were above the air. And now I regret collecting that time stopper because I would have to wait until it's worn out before I can collect that super jump again. This is really getting old. Let's just skip this scene so that by then you can finally see me right next to the exit with all the gems. Okay, I've managed to get all the gems and now I'm by the exit, and those aliens are still chasing me like dogs chasing a cat up a tree. Yeah. Apparently, for some advanced civilization, the aliens themselves don't seem to be that intelligent. This level, and I mean this very level, caused no end of trouble for me back when I was playing it. And I'm not talking about this beginning part because at least this one requires you to, as the title implies, figure it out. And I did manage to succeed, albeit slowly. The real hard part will come later. You know what, I'll just speed up the footage so that it'll become less tedious for you, and for me as well, thanks to the amount of trial and error applied recording these levels. Alright, now I don't have to go through this tedious level ever again. This level wasn't too hard back when I first played it. Yeah, I missed that there was a platform right above on that direction. I was in a hurry to get away from that alien, so I didn't really have time to get myself centered. Those platforms don't look like you can hop up to them to get to that higher platform up above. The one with the shade. Well, here we are by the exit, and we haven't even collected any gems yet. I mean, yeah, there's pretty much nothing. There's no way to get back to the start, so we're just gonna have to jump off the level and restart. It was worth a try though, I'll give them that. That wasn't a good idea. I'm not going to have enough power for that. It doesn't look like that the lightning speed power-up is going to be powerful enough to allow me to jump right directly to that platform. And that floating platform right there doesn't look like it's going to go up to that one. Yep, now I've managed to make it to this donut-shaped platform. Now I'll just have to get these gems and... I missed that platform, now I'll have to just walk around in circles, escaping that alien right behind me while I wait for the platform. And here I am now. This level was virtually the bane of my existence back when I first played it, and even today it shows. The basic idea is that in each bridge there are two different sets of pieces. The pieces of each set open and close in sync. One strategy in solving this level is to observe the sequence in which each set opens and closes. An invisibility power-up? That platform over there looks like it's got some aliens. Heck with it, I'll just skip the invisibility power-up and go on my own. I could remember this level being really easy. Third time's the charm. Okay, so up next is a relatively easy maze level, so I'm going to have to fast forward this one. We are finally down to the last battle. Okay, this is not so much a boss battle as, well, simply the final level of this game. Either way, you will see some differences here. Gems have been replaced with crowns and stars. Additionally, the exit sign has been removed and instead you have to exit through the very center of the level. The crown is right in the center. Each of the 4 stars is in the end of an arm. 2 of the arms are above ground level and the other 2 are below ground. You can see that the invisibility power-up did not respawn. This is another difference between this level and the 31 others. Instead, there are only 2 to select, and once it's used, it cannot respawn. That's part of the challenge. Okay, what? I just walked right through it and it didn't pick up? What's going on here? Had that invisibility power-up worked, I would have been able to bypass that group of aliens. And minutes of goofing off later, I managed to come up with a strategy. I can just walk around in circles, attract the attention of an alien, lure him out of his respective arm, and enter that arm to evade the other alien and collect the star. I'd use only the invisibility power-up when taking the below-ground arms. Unfortunately, thanks to said glitch, I am not able to collect that second invisibility power-up. Let's see if I can do this without it. This time I figured that I would have to avoid touching the second invisibility power-up if I already have the first one in my hand. So yeah, avoid it like the plague. Yes, we have finally beaten the final level, and therefore we have beaten the game. Where's the exit? What's going on here? How to get out of this situation? Sorry, but looks like there is no way out of here. No, it can't be. How can that happen? It's just unfair. After hunting down all the stolen gems and the king's crown, Doofus can't get caught. Not on the last lap. Not when he is this close. But there are just too many of them and there is no escape. As the guards close in on Doofus, a feeling of utter helplessness befalls our hero. It was a long, hard-fought journey, but looks like this is going to be the end. Or is it? Wait, what's that? There is a hidden trapdoor in the floor. Maybe Doofus still has a chance. What will become of Doofus? Will he escape or does Doofus get caught? Find out in the next episode of Doofus Longears, Escape from Tooney. So that was it. That was Doofus Longears, 32 levels of platforming action. Throughout the recording we went through many different setbacks, some of them relating to software and others relating to the limitations of the game itself. But in the end, we managed to show those aliens who's boss. They won't be messing with us for now.
What I liked about this game was how, through playing it, I could learn the differences between it and Marble Blast and think about how far one could get to developing a clone of sorts. What I didn't like were the various glitches within the game that would sometimes interfere with the gameplay. We've seen Doofus's legs or ears get caught in a bridge too far. Within that level, Doofus also got himself trapped in floating platforms when traveling upward. The level Beat Them to Win, as we saw previously, had this glitch where standing on the invisibility power-up while you're invisible, or holding the invisibility power-up, made it useless. These, along with various other bugs and glitches within the game's engine, made Marble Blast look relatively polished, and I don't mean it literally. Throughout the 10 rookie levels, we see the introduction of only 3 of the 5 power-ups. The other 2 do not see an introduction until the intermediate levels. It doesn't make sense to have them first appear in the intermediate levels when the rookie levels are the tutorial levels. I just feel that the game could do better with more levels. The game's concept is certainly not new, as my frequent comparisons with Marble Blast can attest, but it's adapted in a way that makes it stand out to a great degree. For starters, the protagonist is a walking, talking, rabbit-like cartoon creature instead of a funny-looking rainbow ball. This adaptation goes even further as to have actual enemies that follow you around. What was even more innovative was the red cross-shaped squares that steal any gems you've collected when you step on them. As there is no level editor for this game, it must suck that these 32 levels will be the only time you can see this unique combination in action. Much like Marble Sheep, this series had lots of potential. Or at least I'd think that last one were the case. Unlike with Marble Sheep, a sequel is in the works, so it's not the end of the road for Doofus Longears after all. We have seen many a video game or movie tease a sequel that never sees the light of day, either from the underwhelming performance of the first installment or from financial problems with the company that made it. Sometimes both factors are in play. This game, I am happy to say, is not one of them. We don't know how well the game performed or whether sales of the game were enough to warrant a sequel, but the absence of such statistics, while not evidence of absence, doesn't seem to stop 3D Logic Software from doing one. Overall, this is not a bad game. It could certainly do better in the engine, at least concerning the controls and collision detection and the physics, but that's about it as far as I can tell. I'll be looking forward to the sequel, and I hope I can live to see it released. Maybe they'll do better next time. We don't know for sure, because there's no gameplay footage of it just yet. See you soon.